Welcome to Weekly Profit Talk. We do this every single week on Wednesday at 8:30 Mountain Time. That is 7:30 if you're on the West Coast and 10:30 on the East Coast. And if you happen to be in the heartland, that would be, of course, at 9:30. So good morning, everyone. Welcome. It's another Wednesday, and this week's topic is how private physicians should feel about the government shutdown. Now, let's just make it clear. From time to time, our government seems to not be able to agree on how best to balance the budget. One of the things that crossed my mind last time we had a shutdown in 2018, it actually happened in January. That was as a result of a breakdown in a continuing resolution. But You may or may not know this, but your federal government actually works on a fiscal year, which is offset from the calendar year. The government fiscal year actually begins on October 1st, not January 1st. And it was on this date that we were completely unable to, as a nation, come to agreement on what to do about healthcare subsidies and the ACA marketplace uh, premium tax credit program. And the one side saying, well, trust us, we'll give you everything you want once you vote this thing through. And the other side saying, well, no, we're not going to trust you. Tell us why we should. And so what we have as a result is an impasse. And should this affect you? Well, first of all, should you feel as though this is affecting you? The answer is simply yes. If you pay taxes at all, you're going to be either in a situation yourself or know somebody that is, but you're going to basically need some kind of IRS assistance. They place certain demands on people. Certainly, they don't have any shyness about sending out those number 10 envelopes with the windows in them, and you get them open, and it's a demand for some kind of money. Whether you know that or not, most of that system is actually automated, and it is still in place. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and we'll share some visuals here. So we can't agree on what to do about healthcare subsidies. So we're shut down effective October 1st. Today is the 22nd, so we are entering the fourth week, actually, as of today. On the 8th of October, the IRS sent home about half its workforce. This includes some people with whom I have a direct connection with the IRS. As an enrolled agent, I find myself calling IRS staff and personnel from time to time to solve the problems of my clients. And the situation has gotten intractable. That's one person in particular for a particular client who is not working, and we're basically on hold and just basically not getting anything done about the situation. So it is directly affecting this person, and there are millions of others whom have a similar story. So the rules are all still in place. Any penalties and interests that are being charged against outstanding tax liability are still accruing daily. And some systems are still in place, which I'm going to go over in a second. But the extension deadline was October 15th. If you filed an extension and it suddenly hit you that you forgot to file your tax last week, you're late. Get it done ASAP. You're already going to have a little bit of a penalty as a result of that, but it gets worse as time goes on. So automated systems, including demands for payment, those number 10 envelopes, that remains in place. And I know because my client and myself as their representative are still getting mail from them. So let's see. What has stopped working? The phone support is basically a joke now. I'm accustomed to, and I can remember during COVID when a lot of the workforce that wasn't sent home or working from home with secure portal systems was basically not working at all. And you would make your automated phone call only to get a message stating that due to increased volume of calls, we're unable to handle your situation at this time. I'm paraphrasing that badly, but then click, and you've got a dead receiver in your hand. And that's basically what's going on now. The 30 to 60-minute wait times, which I can tolerate because I sit in front of a computer with three screens and I can find other things to do while I listen to their terrible music, but I'm basically not getting through it all. So That's not working well. The taxpayer advocate, whether or not you're aware of this resource, it's very valuable. There are times in which you can't get the answer that you need from direct phone support, but the Taxpayer Advocate Service, or TAS, has been invaluable to me and my clients over the last several years. They will basically um, they are employed technically by the IRS and funded under that same budget, but they work independently um, of the other enforcement divisions and actually do go to bat for folks. But they're either all sent home or they're working with almost nobody on staff. So, enforcement divisions, including collections, that sounds like a good thing, right? Well, they're not collecting. Great, no worries. No, if you owe money, the longer you wait, the more you're going to owe, whether or not somebody's there to help you with the situation. So, in fact, it's getting worse every single day it's going on. The small business division took a massive hit. Now they've sent home about 2/3 of their workforce as well. What's still working? Somewhat. E-filing is operational if you've got something to e-file. Now, of course, remember there's an e-file season, and it actually closes near the end of November, usually before Thanksgiving, and reopens late January, early February. So if you do have something to e-file, believe it or not, that's still functioning. Electronic payment processing continues. Refunds are still being issued, but hopefully you chose a direct deposit method. If you're waiting on a paper check, you may be waiting until well after everybody comes back to work. Online services are still functioning. The IRS online account, if you are not one of my clients and don't have an advocate, excuse me, or otherwise a tax strategist or representative working for you, I would highly suggest that one of the next things you do is sign up for an IRS online account. At the Even if you pay your taxes every year, it's basically verification of your payments and your past filings, and it's important to know where you stand with them because it is a major expense of your life, whether or not you're in business, as a matter of fact. So that website is still working, as well as the Where's My Refund tool. So that's a good thing. So the problem is year-end tax planning requires IRS guidance that just isn't there right now. You as a entrepreneurial physician are making six-figure decisions about equipment purchases and timing, especially this kind of year. That's kind of critical because bonus depreciation is back, but it's not for everybody. You may not want to write off the entire cost of a expensive piece of diagnostic equipment, depending on your particular tax situation. That guidance could come from private help, but as far as the IRS is concerned, they're not there for you at this point. So, retirement contributions, entity structure changes, and estimated payment strategies, these things are all important aspects and considerations of your entrepreneurial practice. So, what can you do? Save your questions for the resumption of normal services, write them down, and document everything thoroughly. Think digital to the best of your ability. Electronic filings and direct deposit for any refunds. Use online resources. Don't depend on the phone and the postal mail, who, by the way, is probably not having much fun these days either. So, and don't wait to seek expert tax strategy assistance. Somebody like myself, or if you prefer, anybody out there with this competence and a level of representation that can guide you through these situations. Remember, you're the hero of your story. A tax strategist is basically a guide. I always like the Yoda and Luke Skywalker allegory. Yoda wasn't the hero of the story, but he played a pivotal role. And if you want your own Yoda in your corner helping you with your tax situation, I am willing to talk. So it's a critical time. Despite the fact that we're in a little bit of a lull between deadlines, still, this is a very important time of the year. The fourth quarter is leading up to a lot of important decisions and major tax implications. The most important thing that I can think of is the estimated tax payment deadline coming in January 15th of next year. We don't know how long the shutdown is going to be. As of now, the impasse is still in place. But again, document everything thoroughly. Save your questions and seek out guidance. We are coming to you live one of three different ways here, or you may be watching this in replay, but the thing they have in common, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook, they all have a comments capability, and you can write something like help or more info or call me or write me or whatever you want to say. We will respond to you within 24 hours. Reach out and let's have a conversation. The first talk that I have with you is basically an opportunity to get to know you and to see if we resonate with each other and if we can help one another. If I can help you, most importantly, with your financial goals and your tax planning. I like to think that I can help people in your situation with more cash, more profit, and less taxes. That is basically our mission statement, but every situation's unique. Let's have a conversation about it. That first chat's free, so don't hesitate, reach out. And I hope this was helpful this week. If you do have any questions about anything, reach out, let us know. And other than that, have an amazing rest of your Wednesday and the remainder of the week. Hope you're enjoying the fall season so far. And if you have a chance today, do something randomly kind for a stranger. So until next week, Wednesday at 8:30 Mountain Time.